Okay, so there's two different ways you could do this, depending upon how many things you got on your character. So keep in mind, I wanted to do a smaller model. That way, I can kind of address a few things. So to do a straight out UV on a model, let's kind of first look at the projections you might need. Okay, let's look at the side view. Okay. So generally how I start is go into my UV texture editor, do a side view of the character, and just create planar mapping. Okay. Then I jump into my top view and grab any UVs or any faces that I might think that would be a frontal projection. Okay, and usually I stop this around the face area right here, and I'll go into my side view to deselect any faces that I would think that would not be on a frontal projection. And you can use Shift and Control to highlight faces and just Control by itself to deselect faces. Sometimes the lasso tool's the preferred choice here to get rid of some of these UVs or faces that I don't need. Just looking for something here. Nope. So sometimes that lasso tool is kind of cumbersome, so I'm just gonna go back. Guess I'm just so used to working with the other kind of lasso tool, the marquee selection tool. So this string of polygon faces right here are going to represent the front of the character. And you can kind of see what I have selected over here. I'm just going to go in and examine that. That's going to be my frontal projection. So in here, I'm going to make a frontal projection. Kind of pull that off to the side. And now what I have is this. If I go to 1UV, highlight it, and go to shell, you'll notice that it's one giant, huge shell. Okay. I need it in two separate shells. So what I generally do there is I go to edge. This is that median line that goes down the character. Okay. Well, what I want to do is deselect the edges on this side, keep the edges selected on this side. Essentially, this is what I have now. And then over here, what I'm going to do is cut it. So now if I highlight one single UV, control right click to shell, I have this. Now I kind of look at it to find out which side is which. So this side is this side over here. I know that because the UVs are highlighted over here. So I'm going to choose to flip that using the flip. And I'm going to kind of line these up. Just like that. And then down below here, these UVs down here, minus any UVs on the other shell, I'm going to try to unfold these. Okay. Same with the other side. Now, I want to kind of keep wary of which ones I did highlight on this side to unfold. So I'm going to choose to unfold everything on this edge on down, okay? And then trying to remember on the other side. There we go. I'll do the same with the top, but this time I'm going to grab the median line edge and then deselect the one in the middle and then unfold. Whoa. And then choose UVs. Let's do one at a time. So I'm going to deselect some of the UVs on this side and unfold only the ones over here. There we go. So it is kind of a process. I mean, you get this little workflow down pat and it's no problem, but stray away from it. Ugh. There we go. Good. Okay, so the idea here is to connect the two shells. Okay. And I could do this by simply grabbing all the edges that correspond with the first shell and seeing if there is one that goes across the street for it. Okay. Now, this is what happens. If I move and so, it should automatically just go right onto the character and kind of merge quite well. Just like that. Then what I'm going to do is go into the UV area right here of the face. I'm going to kind of lasso, and I want to lasso very accurately here, which the lasso tool doesn't really work good on my desk. I think it's because I got little tiny holes where the lasers can go through. There we go. And I kind of make sure that I have like UVs. So on this side, I want to go Control and deselect that one. And then Control Shift to highlight any ones that I might have missed over here. Just like that. Then I'll do an unfold. Okay. Now I'm going to do that with the ears also. And there we go. UVs for a head. Now, here's the issue. And I'll explain the issue in the next video where we bring in a checkered pattern to kind of look and examine the UVs and some potential problems that might occur. So please join me in the next video.